Alright, so if you couldn't tell that we're gonna play Minecraft today. Just not for very long, like maybe 2 hours. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, I can hear you.
Okay.
Alright, hold on. See if I can. Alright, I have to. Hold on. I'm gonna get a screen region for the Minecraft. Hold on, I need to type in the whole thing in by hand. Okay. Hold on. Wait. Talking? So if you're talking, I can't hear you. Oh, wait. But yeah, we are playing on a Zeldathon server. Hello? Hello? I still can't hear anyone.
Hello?
Oh, I can hear you now. Hello? Okay. But anyways, we're playing on an old Zeldathon. Or I don't know if it's old or not, but anyways, it's a Zeldathon server. We're just gonna mess around on that. Since I haven't streamed in a while. And might as well. I am going to stream this weekend though, so if you guys are actually ready for some more Chrono Trigger and whatnot. Hello? Hello? Hold on, I'm just gonna restart talks. Wait a minute. Alright. Okay. Hold on. Let me freaking show a game real quick. Is this it? Yes. Alright, here you go.
Hello?
Hello? I can hear you. Alright.
Okay.
Okay. Should be oh, I think I died. Yep. Alright. I have Steve skin syndrome. Oh man, we can even push each other around.
So yeah, this server was... well, it's actually on the same server that the old FTB server was on.
Ah.
I just changed the version, and I have a backup so that like I can just put that back up if I want to. But this is the real reason I got this server.
Hold on, I'm gonna update the title.
Oh yeah.
What should I say? Like old Zeldathon Minecraft server?
Yeah.
Or
Or maybe the Zeldathon Classic Minecraft server. Because that's what it was.
Exploration. Okay. There. Woo. OP.
Okay. First of all, type /kit 1337 God Gear. / I think that's what it was.
/ Gev or you get
/ kit.
Kit. Okay. Kit. Space or no space?
No space.
133. Dot what?
Oh, hang on.
God, you're okay. One. Oh,
It's silly.
Yeah. God. Gear. Oh,
also, type in /kit opgapples.
/kit op. Hold on.
Oh yeah, there's hang on.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, I think you've already figured it out.
Yep, got it.
Yeah.
All of the diamond everythings.
And
Kit of apples.
actually, this armor that I have on right now is legitimate.
Alright, 64 of the golden apples. An official Zeldathon classic.
Yeah, but I was supposed to tell because the other day, Wolf Elemental came on Talks and asked me, when are you going to be coming on again?
Yeah, I haven't checked freaking Twitch in a while.
Yeah, so anyway, this server, this is the real reason I got this server. Because, the story was, Zeldathon Classic was just announced, months, this is a few months ago, but it was just announced, and I'm like, how can I make this more classic? Because I remember the old Zeldathons from, 2011.
Yeah.
Zeldathon American Red Cross and Zeldathon Child's Play. Those are classic.
Mm-hmm.
And so, when I heard about this Zeldathon, I'm like, how can I make it more classic? So I thought, let's run a Minecraft server. Because that's what they had a Minecraft server back then.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, this was before Fun for Freedom. It was the Zeldathon Network Minecraft server, hosted by Zella servers, which was a awful mess, by the way. Their server was a laggy piece of crap. That's what I remember, anyway. So I'm like, how can I make it more classic? So let's do this. And then, a week before the marathon, a few weeks ago, I thought, let's run it in beta 1.7, because that was the version that was out back then.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that, and this map was the result. The big Zeldathon sign.
Yeah.
That was, this is all legit mined, too.
Dang.
Except for, okay, I admit, though, I think, by the time I got to the D, I started using speed hacks, because, like, because I was running out of time to make it because I wanted to finish it before the marathon ended. And I think by the time I got to the A, I started using X-ray.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you're building a sign, so it's not like you're using speed hacks to get a bunch of golden armor.
Yeah.
Rose.
And I think the only item, like, I didn't actually have enough blocks to finish it before the marathon ended. So, like, that very last line on the end, like the very last column that was spawned in. But all the rest, including the wall, legitimate.
Dang.
By the way, this seed, like, there's more than just spawn, obviously. Like, if you go over here, and you've probably seen this before, but if you go over here, you see this castle in the distance.
Sweet looking castle. Oh crap, there's like a pit.
Yes, this terrain is a bit, like, I don't know what the word would be like.
Oh, wait a minute.
Inhospitable?
Is this freaking OTG's house? Yeah, it is. Yeah, because there's the, yeah. The dog
I used the same seed.
Nice. Oh, there's a dog!
Can you open the chest?
Nope, can't.
I thought that was like... I know I can, but obviously.
Yeah,
I'm gonna remove the sign.
Got a sign on it. Yeah, but
all these chests are empty.
Dang. Jeez, look at that over there. All the way up here.
Yeah, it's pretty high.
The Archer
I
Tower.
originally just, like, this is the same seed, but more or less obviously it's the same terrain, but
yeah,
like, I didn't use the map. Like, I generated a new world with the same seed. And only later did I actually import some of the things that he made into the world.
Oh man, look at that classic snow right there, where it's like you could see the grid in the snow.
Yeah, I don't see that actually. I think that might be it. Like, get Optifine or something.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I have Optifine.
Because I know Optifine fixed a lot of those problems, like with the visual bugs.
I don't know why anyone wouldn't have Optifine. Like, I donated and I donated to it and have my own cape that only shows up when you have Optifine.
Nice. But yeah, like I don't have Optifine on this because this is just multi-MC and I didn't put anything on it.
Yeah, I actually have an old version of Optifine if you want that. Like the version that I'm using, it also has better grass. And like the Faithful 32 texture pack, which I modified for beta 1.7.
Dang.
It's really nice. So anyway, if you go down here, stuff that you need them right now. So like that's just like stuff that obviously that you need right now.
Yeah.
And then you like
stuff you need later or whatever.
Yeah, like maybe a bit like later storage, but you know, not quite so soon.
Yeah, like extra gold, diamonds, whatever.
Yeah, and then down here's like the vault, as it were.
Yep. For all the extra stuff.
I actually had to remove some of the chests in here because they had items from like a mod that doesn't exist anymore.
Wow. So it was like corrupted empty items or something?
Yeah, pretty much. In the HTSF, they were like chain links or something from a mod that he had. So anyway, you go over here. By the way, you might have seen my video that I uploaded that is like an hour of
I
me
haven't
just
even seen
walking
it
through
yet.
this map.
I haven't, like, watched a whole lot of YouTube in a while.
There's no commentary, but...
I'll check it out
like,
after this.
Yeah, like, it's a pretty long video.
Yeah, I'll just probably check out part of it.
Yeah.
Look, there's the Stray Family Mausoleum! And an actual little dog there. Deranged.
There was another dog. Oh.
Oh no!
What happened? Oh. You know what? I don't know why that happens.
I'm just gonna shove him in the hole.
Anyway, there was another dog called Obelisk in the HTSF. That... Like, I'm gonna put that in right now.
Obelisk. I haven't even gotten that far.
Yeah, well, okay, what happened in the HTSF was, like, Strafe, obviously the original HTSF dog, that died to a creeper, like, right outside his home.
Yeah.
And then you had Deranged, which is the second dog that you had, and Deranged was the way that he acted. He died to a zombie once when he got stuck outside. Weather, sun, 9999. Wait for the... Okay. Obelisk was a dog that he found late in the HTSF, which is why it wasn't here. And what happened was he found it, and like 5 minutes later the game crashed, and the dog was gone without a trace.
Oh, man.
It's like he never even existed.
Hence Obelisk. And there's, of course...
Hence why he doesn't have a plank under his grave.
Yeah.
So then you have the Strafe Monument, which has the
pouring
instance
lava
inside it. Yeah. So anyway, you go over here. You go walk over here. And there's the tower right over there. That's what he called.
Yeah.
So you go over here.
Oh, the Caverns of Despair.
Oh boy.
That was such a great part. It was totally worth watching several episodes for.
Did you actually see that part?
Yes, I saw the whole part.
Yes.
It was so... It's not even that big of a cavern. It's like, you just...
Yeah.
And
you want to know what the best part... Over here. Come over here. Look at this right here.
Diamonds?
Yeah. Just completely missed the diamond.
Yeah.
Sight.
And it's right here. Out in the
But you
open.
want to know what even better is? This part right... This path right here. Like this path right here. Like, this is a way out right here.
Yeah.
And he didn't go that way.
Oh, man.
And this is where he fell in. Like, this is very original. Here.
The lava.
He said, like, oh, I would, like... He said he'd, like, fill this place up with cement eventually, and he never did.
Well, considering the fact that cement doesn't really exist in Minecraft, even if he did, would have been legitimate.
Yeah, but he could have filled it with gravel.
Yeah. Called it cement.
Gravel's the worst block in the game.
Yeah, and you get tons of it, so...
Yeah. Like, he would just keep walking this way. Through this tunnel. Like, over and over again. Back and forth. He would I think he eventually pillared up through that dirt column right there.
Yeah. And then there you are, back at... And, like, I never understood how he couldn't tell that this intersection right here was clearly defined. You had the same path over that way and the same view of some lava over there.
Yeah.
I guess it was just because it was dark
here,
or whatever.
Like, if you go down here, like, okay, someone, like, this is, like, on the multiplayer server, someone mined this stairway out. It wasn't originally like this. And you go over here, like, you just walk up the stairway, and you're out of the Caverns of Despair.
Yeah.
Like, and you go over here, and there's a skeleton.
Oh man, look at that arrow. Quality arrow.
So then, like, you come over here, and that's, like, the way out of the mine right there.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. The freaking arrows.
So, yeah. Like, there's originally coal right here. And they mined it out and fell in. Don't fall in the lava.
Trying not to. Crap, where are you? Oh, I see.
And I love this. Like, it's one of the classic HTSF areas. And the best part about this whole thing, you want to know what the best part is? Even better than the diamonds that he missed and the obvious exit. It's right under his house.
Oh.
It's like, oh
well,
my
yeah,
God,
like the ladder doesn't go too far up. Like, hold on, I'm coming up. But yeah, the ladder doesn't go. Like, it's not even that far away from his house. But yeah.
Be careful when you come out.
Slow.
Yeah, there's loads of mobs everywhere.
Magically day. Oh, snap!
Can you do that? Like, it's /MC.
/MC?
Yeah.
Okay, /MC. Falls to deaf ears. What?
Oh, come on. Pex. Group. Okay, now try it.
Okay, /MC. Nice. So it's like, there's actually a thing in, in Feed the Beast.
Yeah?
There's actually, like, you know those scrolls or whatever they're called? I think it's part of the blood magic stuff. There's actually a scroll that allows you to do something like this, only it creates, like, dark glass blocks or whatever.
Yeah?
And it does the exact same thing.
Yeah, this server plugin's a bit laggy sometimes, but at least you don't need a hacked client to fly. Oh my God, there's so many dogs here.
Holy crap. Kitty cat.
So now we're back at spawn.
Yep.
And you can type in /MC again to disable that.
Yeah, right. I assume it's just gonna be like, how do you even descend? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got it.
/MC. Great.
Okay,
Alright.
so when I made this map, there's a bunch of extra, like, I made 4 roads in each direction. like I made a road for each direction.
Mm.
And I don't know what this one is, though I named them after the 2B2T roads. That is just naming them after what, like, Minecraft direction they go. Like, this is -X.
Oh, yeah. Just directly minus x-axis.
Yeah. There's a minecart, like, tunnel down here, because it's just sea over there.
Freaking steep tunnel.
Might want to take the minecart.
Took a stack. Alright. Okay, I'm coming. I can see you up there. Fog just barely obscuring the end.
Yeah. Your armor's kind of glitched from my view.
Hold on, let me... Oh wait, yeah, I can't get a front view. Of course not.
Well, I might look the same too.
Can't see you from here. I mean, I can, but it's like really far away. It's whatever interval, I guess.
Yeah, like I can see you. We're almost here.
Yep, here comes the end.
Okay, now it's fine.
I'm just gonna leave that there.
Even then, there's still a lot of road to walk. And you can't sprint either, so it is a long way.
Yeah. Throw away these bones.
Thing about
Actually, no, I think I'll keep the bones.
This map is beautiful Minecraft maps I've ever seen. Like, not even like the OTG stuff, even though it is the same seed. Like,
yeah.
They never really walked that far.
Mm-hmm. Kind of stayed in one general area.
So, I then, like, far, because I needed to make the... Where are you? Oh.
I'm here. Cat. Poor cat only wants love and attention. Oh my gosh, cat. You stop this.
Well.
Alright. Sky Bridge.
Yeah.
It's a nice picturesque scene right there. Little sand pit or whatever.
I've learned that the walk out. I think you're lagging.
Yeah.
Anyway, I said...
Classic gravel.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Another dog. Yeah, this is my base. Well, actually, me and Wirt67's base. Because he was in the subreddit. Like, they were in the subreddit when I announced the server. And... like, they were like, oh, I want to play on Beta 173, and they're like, I do, and I'm like, I do too. And then, yeah, me and him built a base.
Yeah.
But then he left, so it's now only me.
Tons of dirt and gravel.
Yeah.
And a pool.
So then there's this tunnel.
A little weird tunnel. There's like some kind of wool thing down there. Oh fuck.
Oh yeah, this
Was that
oh, yeah,
just
that
the wool stash or something?
Nah, that was where that was where a bedroom was.
Ah, okay.
Like I just put a bed down there, and then I removed it when I like, because there's this tunnel, and then it goes into this area.
The cactus farm. Oh snap! That's how you stack treasure chests right there. Stairs of valuables.
Just a wall of furnaces.
The ultimate freaking baking place.
Yeah. If you go
Dog.
over here, now we're like under the house.
Yeah.
And then they have this little dirt patch right here. I like this area.
Super secret dirt base.
Yeah, with all the windows. And you go over here. Note the sign's keeping the gravel up. Go over here. Then we're back in this room.
Dang.
Yeah, I can also go up the ladders and you'll be in the house.
Trash can.
My bed's in the house.
Balcony.
I didn't actually make the house. Like, Wirt made it. The thing I'm most proud of, though, about this little base. Where are you? Oh, you're outside.
I'm above ground. Oh, okay, you're still down there. Okay. Alright, I'm coming back down. Alright.
So yeah, this is the part that I like the most.
Crap. Stakes were made. There's an extra royal cart.
Oh no.
Okay.
And then this is like this is the biggest mine I've ever made.
Oh snap! It's one of the stacked mines.
Yeah. It goes 3. Like the biggest I ever made him was 2 levels. 2 levels. And this one's 3.
No, it's like a real pyramid mine.
Hey, yeah.
Instead of just a 2-story mine.
And I made the mine cart so that you could get up and down fast.
Yeah, without having to walk up all that flight of stairs.
But in his let's.
Okay.
Ever that.
Man, I'm lagging hard. Are you kidding me? Freaking placed a minecart down and then it doesn't even go because I'm lagging. God.
Oh, I think you're.
It's crap. Come on.
Like,
Die minecart.
Cart.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Minecart.
Out of minecart. No. It's like another.
Okay.
Destroy it.
Um,
What the heck is wrong with it?
Oh no.
Okay.
You should break them all. Like, make sure you get in it before you.
Okay, yes.
Oh no. Send another minecart down.
Oh, no.
This is getting...
Okay, now. Alright, I'm going up now. The lag was freaking real. Oh man, what is this thing going on? Holy crap.
This is ridiculous.
Just lag and minecarts just don't go together.
Yeah, serious. I just saw another one go down.
I placed... Oh my god. Hold on. Still... Okay.
So yeah, now I've got all the minecart. And you can see how long these stairs are.
Mm-hmm. It's like 2 whole flights, and one's by far the longest of the 2. Trash can.
Minecarts. By the way, I once just straight up threw a diamond sword into there on accident.
Oh, snap. That sucks. Well, at least this isn't like later Minecraft where it's covered with enchantments that you fought through like 17 dungeons to get.
Yeah. It's like, what happened was, like, usually, for a while I used the Q key for the inventory.
Yeah.
And that's normally the drop key.
Yeah.
And then I switched back recently to, like, E for inventory. And, well, yeah. I pressed Q to go into the inventory on accident, and then...
Oh, man.
Like, I was gonna throw away some gravel or some, and then, whoop.
You threw away the thing that is actually useful.
Yeah, like, straight into the cactus.
What chest? Oh, it's just empty. All the stacks.
I was gonna make a railroad for the whole, like, the whole Axis highway. Though that's a lot of rail right there.
Yeah. Just getting beds. Oh crap, Zombo was in the freaking house. Okay.
I don't know what that was about.
Literally, it just stopped the whole thing and zombie. I guess it meant to spawn on the outside, but it spawned on the inside, because it did.
So, well, actually, there is a little bit more stuff this way. Not that much, but...
Yeah. Well, there's a bunch of trees that aren't going to grow because they're a little bit too close to the actual other tree.
Creepers.
Snap, a legitimate massive bridge and not just a straight line of wood blocks or whatever.
Yeah, just cobble.
It's like the Wooden Gate Bridge.
Yeah.
They had some severe budget cuts, so they had to use wood.
Yeah. I don't even know why I made this. It was a long bridge that I made over this lake. Me and Wirt. And, like, I don't know, I would have just put cobble over here. And then I was like, let's make a bridge. And then we made a bridge.
Well, it looks nice, so I guess it was worth the effort.
Yeah, this is with spawned-in items, by the way. This is before the server launch.
Goal Wheel 1 Memorial Bridge.
Oh, that's a Zeldathon reference. Like, you know, in marathons, they do, like, challenges for donations. And then they, like, had a goal wheel. Like, just like a wheel with a bunch of goals written on it. Almost like, I don't know, like that one show with the letters.
Yeah, like,
I'm
what is
dumb
it,
right
Wheel of
now.
Fortune or whatever?
Yeah.
Little Fern
Kind of
Planet.
like that. Except with goals.
Mm.
And then the very first wheel that they had was like a physical wheel that they rode on.
Yeah.
And then it broke. And then the next one that they did, like it was a digital thing that was just on the overlay.
Mm. Also, I can't believe that, like, is it... When were Ferns added? Because I almost don't remember seeing them at this early.
Yeah? Like what do you mean?
Like, I don't remember Ferns being in the game at this point. So I don't
Yeah?
know when they were added or whatever.
I don't know either. I think it's like beta 1.6 or something.
Yeah. 'Cause I know they're more recent than, of course, grass and the flowers were obviously the first. But yeah, I just noticed that and I was like, wait a minute,
Just look at this area right here.
Classic Minecraft photogenic spot.
Yeah.
There's just some water, some sand, like a few trees in the distance. That's how you do it.
I thought, like on my screen, the render distance is a bit higher, and it kind of looks like, I don't know, like a paradise, like tropical, like island or something.
We go to options, view settings, render distance, far. Let's try far. Alright, yeah, now that looks like a tropical island. I just threw my sword in accident because I'm lagging.
Oop.
And also, I can't move. That's a problem. Oh, okay, I'm moving again. This was just having trouble loading or whatever.
Yeah. And that's like the end of the road over there. That's as far as the access road goes in this direction.
Here's a sand block. Hold on. Fall off the bridge.
I think I might have put that there. I don't know. So you know what I usually do when I go this far?
Oh, okay, you just disconnect. Okay.
No, I didn't disconnect.
Ah, okay. And just type /spawn or whatever?
Yeah.
/spawn. Because I know there's some servers nowadays that if you disconnect, you just go back to home.
Yeah, this server is a spawn command. My second favorite, someone built a castle in this direction. Even though this isn't really my favorite, like, road. Though I think this road has really good terrain if you walk really far. Like some of the best terrain I've ever seen in Minecraft is down this road.
Nice. Oh man, speaking of which, servers and whatever, I actually went back to the, Creative Fun server for the first time in a while. I think that happened, like, a month ago?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's, like, changed itself again. And it now has districts, where it's, like, different spawns for different districts, and you can place, a house or whatever in one of those districts. And it's just as crappy of a server as usual.
Yeah.
But I ended up trying to build some kind of like Deku treehouse or something on the plot that I got, since I think the last plot I had is probably gone at this point. And I built like a bunch of Earthbound stuff on that.
By the way, this house isn't this isn't mine. Like, we're just snooping on someone's house. I actually like to mess. I like to mess with this guy though. Like, one time I just put bedrock over his door.
Oh man.
And then
classic trolling.
I just put bedrock over his door and then went and like hid in a cave.
Oh man,
and then
the ultimate trolling is when you use plugins to make sure your name is invisible or whatever.
Yeah.
And you dress as Herobrine.
Oh boy.
And then you use commands to like shoot lightning out of.
Or how about /vanish?
Yeah.
Like, you're just invisible and messing with people.
Mm-hmm.
That's always fun.
Hello, Dumpy12. What update you play? We're actually playing on an old version. We're playing on beta 1.7.3, so this thing is ancient.
Yeah, like this is an old server, like not an old server, but this is a server that I ran for Zeldathon this past weekend.
Yeah. So it's like real classic Minecraft, so there's not even a hunger bar.
And I made this road right here.
Right through the mountain.
Yeah.
Not really mountain, like a slightly larger than usual hill, but whatever.
Yeah, I didn't really care about, like, building above it, so I just punched through it. This road goes on for a while, but, I mean, it's worth it when you see the end.
It's this kind of like pseudo pre-Savannah going on.
Yeah. It does look like that.
Yeah. Savannah without any grass, and the acai trees or whatever aren't acai trees.
Yeah. I think the good terrain's gonna, like, it's starting to come up.
Man, there's those overhangs and massive hills. Best is 1.6. According to Dumpy12.
Yeah. As much as I love this version, I don't really think this is the best version ever made. I don't really know what the best... This is, like, probably the second best version ever made. Though I'd say that Minecraft 1.2.5 is also one of the greats.
Yeah.
Being the ultimate single-player version.
Yeah.
Like, that was the very last version that had true single-player. And after that, like, after that, they all just started running multiplayer servers under the hood.
I begin on 1.6. Are you talking about, like, beta 1.6? Or, like, the, like, release 1.6 with the... I think 1.6 was the horses update. No. Maybe not. I think 1.5 was horses. Can't remember.
It might have been 1.6, actually.
Yeah. Because I know 1.6... I think it was part 1.5, part 1.6, but a large portion of it probably was 1.6. There was, like, this weird glitch that would happen if you get really far out from spawn, and, like, the graphics for the water and ice and stuff would start, like, ruining... Oh, snap, that's freaking nice view right there. But the water and stuff would, like, start freaking out, and it was really weird.
Yeah.
But nearing the end of 1.6, they fixed that. I actually have some images on DeviantArt that I uploaded of that, so
Yeah, I think I remember that. Like, didn't you make a church or something?
Yeah, I think it was the same world that I made the church on, and I just, like, slash killed to go back to spawn. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah,
That
I
was also
ventured
the
out really
first time
far
I
because I was wanting
saw...
to make something out of that world.
Do you remember Minecraft 2.0? Like the April Fool's
2.0.
thing?
No.
Like, as an April Fool's thing.
Oh, 2.0. Wait, are you talking about which April? I know there's a lot, but there was one where they made fun of the fact that Minecraft was banned in some kind of country because it was quote unquote too violent. So they made this April Fool's joke where all the creepers would like explode and give you health, and the Wither was now pink and had happy faces and would shoot love at you.
Yeah, I don't actually... I never remembered that one, but I remember looking it up. And apparently the pink wither is still in the game, but not... Like, you have to spawn it with commands or something.
Yeah. I think it was 1.6 is the beta. It's so old. It really is. But yeah.
Yeah, 1.6 is the beta. Well, I mean, there's two 1.6 versions, the beta and the release.
Yeah.
The beta was from the beta was from 2011.
Yeah. So if you were playing Minecraft in 2011, you were probably playing that version.
Actually, there's a lot of versions.
Yeah,
of 2011.
but like, you know,
it's not like 2015 where there was literally no versions.
yeah. I mean, you can. I think with the launcher, I haven't tried it in a while, but you can go back with the launcher, but loading saves or whatever in the old versions will completely kill your saves.
Yeah,
so
it's a bit weird.
So it's highly unrecommended unless you are wanting to play on one version of Minecraft all the time and never change it.
Like if you want to like get old versions, I'd recommend Multi-MC. It's a really good launcher.
Yeah, this is even regarding to you, Dumpy12. I don't know if you have it yet, like Multi-MC, but if you want to play old versions of Minecraft, it's honestly possibly the easiest way you can go about doing that.
Yeah.
The Minecraft software on Minecraft.com. You mean like the official page? Because I remember the old official page that had the ancient demo.
Yeah, I remember that.
They still had that out when I found Minecraft, but it wouldn't run in my browser because it turns out that we didn't have Adobe Flash Player, so we had to actually get that.
Wasn't it like Minecraft Classic or something? I remember that page.
It was like a square area, and you were given some furnaces and some random other blocks, and then you could just screw around in this really old, outdated version of
and
Minecraft.
It looked like before biomes came out.
Yeah, it was
so all the grass is really green.
Yeah, it was the original demo version where it was the stark green grass, all of that. Hold on, let me /spawn.
Yeah. In fact, Minecraft that was called Minecraft Classic, by the way. And
yeah, I think they had that. I think they had that mode listed on the thing. Minecraft.
Yeah, that's also
play
on the
Minecraft
launcher.
Classic, the demo or whatever.
Yeah, I remember that. That was the first version of Minecraft that I played.
Dang. Yeah, I started out playing 1.5. I think maybe it was also 1.4. All I really know is that when I started, there was jungle biomes. Like, I spawned in a jungle biome, so I built a treehouse and whatever.
Yeah.
I actually made an archive of that, an archive of all the stuff I remembered building in that first world on a recent Minecraft world I made that I'm trying to make as, the ultimate revival of my
this
Minecraft world.
I don't know if you see it right here, but is there a chunk error right there?
Chunk error. No.
Oh, it just went away.
This looks like a regular scenery.
Yeah, there's a chunk error there for me.
New
Which is
chunker
ironic.
city.
Yeah. Population floating block.
Sorry for my
That was an
English.
MC
It's
versus
alright.
MC
I can
reference.
understand you. Your English isn't like... It's actually pretty decent for someone in the Twitch chat. So yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, your English is probably better than half the people we've gotten in the Twitch chat.
I never, like... I think I told you this before. Like, I don't know if I told you this, but I used to run a Minecraft Classic server.
I think you did.
Yeah, it was called Karg Free Build.
Mm.
In 2011.
Yeah.
And it isn't like this server where nobody builds on it. There was a lot of people that were on that server.
Just like one of those free build servers before designated creative zones were implemented, which is basically creative fun. Have creative fun in your designated creative zone, and if you want more zone, then go donate at these links.
Yeah.
And if you donate, you get 60 minutes of world edit.
Uh-huh.
I've never ever actually used world edit on creative fun, though. Because it's like, there's no real reason to, because you have such a limited amount of space. Nothing you'll create unless you're creating something ridiculous is going to take you that long.
Oh my god, and is that like one of those pay-to-win servers?
It's not a pay-to-win, because they don't even have, like... Alright, creative fun is basically build something on your plot, and there's two things you can do to become popular on creative fun. You host RPs, or you host skin comps. That's it. That's the whole server, isn't it great? And then everyone who actually puts an effort, like, it gets lost in the sea of people shouting, Undertale roleplay, or adopt a 15-year-old dog.
Oh boy.
And it's like, God, the cancer. But at the same time, like, it is kind of nice when you actually see someone working and building something cool in the server. Because then you're like, oh yeah, real people play on this server. Because it's really rare to see real people unless you're at the spawn because the server's so big. But yeah, when I first got on there for the first time in forever, like, a couple of months ago, like, a plot across from me, there was some guy actually building some kind of stone monument thing. But yeah. Otherwise, the server is absolute bubbling nonsense.
So yeah, about this tunnel, it's not even, like this, I don't even know what you'd call this. Like this covered road or whatnot.
Yeah.
And the reason it has a roof is because it's a snow biome.
Yeah. Looks kind of like a park thing. Like, I know there's some parks that have those, like, awnings over roads.
Yeah. And the reason it, like, obviously there's a snow biome.
Yeah, so you don't want snow all over the place.
Yeah, and, like, snow would just completely cover the road and you wouldn't know that there was a road here.
Mm-hmm.
So I put this, like, thing over the road. And this is another thing that I listened to the whole Mother 3 soundtrack while building.
Alright, so Dumpy's French. So cool! You're also probably one of the first real sort of, or at least that I know, foreign people to watch the stream. Or at least know a foreign language, since I don't think we've really had... Like, and not a lot of people watch the stream, so we haven't, like, gotten a whole lot of people. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
This is probably the longest, like the biggest snow biome I've ever seen. Because this goes almost all the way to the end.
Oh man, like, freaking, and the one world that I built the church on, or the world that I spawned that I built the church on, it had a massive snow biome cutting through the middle of it. Yeah. And it ended in... I can't remember if it started... Well, it started with ice spikes, like one of the special biomes. And then, like, I think it also ended at one point with, like, a miniature version of the Ice Spike special biome. But it was really, I don't even know how long it was, but I never filled it up like I wanted to. Because I built a lot of really big things on there because there's so much space. Quebec and you? I am in Texas. So yeah.
And if you know it, like, in beta 1.7, the biomes are really small.
Yeah.
So, like, having a snow biome this gigantic is even more, like, impressive in
Yeah,
this
like,
version.
I think one of the biggest problems, at least in my opinion, that I've seen for the newer versions of Minecraft is that biomes tend to be freaking massive. Oh, they
Yeah.
go on forever and you never find the end to it. And when you do, it's like miles away. Texas cowgirl. Yeehaw. Howdy, y'all. Welcome to my stream.
Oh
We're
my
gonna
God.
go wrangle some cowies today. Nah, I don't speak Texas slang or whatever. In fact, the part of Texas I live in is, like, not even the kind of rural part. It's like, part of Texas I live in tries to pretend like it's not Texas, even though it's Texas. Like, it doesn't even look like stereotype Texas. But if you want
like, isn't that,
stereotype
like,
Texas, then you just go as south as you can, and then you'll get the stereotype Texas.
yeah, isn't that, like, all in, like, the rural
Yeah, it's
areas or
literally
whatnot?
just cows, trees, fields, horses, guys wearing 10-gallon hats and working on cars. And that's it.
Because they keep their culture more, because it's more, like, isolated, I
Yeah, the
guess.
farther away you are from the cities, the more classic Texas culture. You speak French. Nope, not even a word. I can kinda sorta maybe speak a little bit of Spanish because I'm in Spanish class. But nah.
Do you know any German?
I lived in Germany for like 5 years, but I can't remember anything other than the basics like Dankeschön, bitte, uh, I don't even know. It's other German words. Can't remember the colors. Oh, that's sad. Example. Bonjour. Or bonjour. I don't even know.
Yeah, this is the end of this road, obviously. I ended up at all at, like, 1,500 blocks out.
Just,
It was originally supposed to go to 2,000, but
yeah,
I got
2000 is
lazy.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
It's a
Especially in a...
picturesque scene right here.
Yeah.
You can even see like a little bit of like a sugarcane in the distance.
Yeah.
Hi,
Back to
everybody.
spawn.
Oh wait, yes, spawn.
There's something that I, like, that I missed. Oh, here. This is really funny, actually. If you go over here...
-6.
And it's like, it's just like a little... if you go over here, like... it's, like, just beyond this road. Just something that I found funny. But if you go over here... Yeah, I think it's, like, over here.
Rip the sheep. Oh wait, it's not dead.
Watch your step. You don't have a mini-map, so you can't see this.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can just, like, map 1.
North Korea.
Wait, where did you go? Like, look at this. I don't know if you can, like, make it out, but... Come on. Like, I gave you a map. Yeah,
Well, I think I'm covering it.
Yeah. Though I don't know if you can make it out on that map.
It's like sort of... Like, is it just this island area that resembles North Korea? Or...
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm standing on it.
Like, it was just this, like, little, like, island bit right here.
Hold on, I'm trying to back off of it. Yeah, it does kind of look like North Korea.
Yeah, like...
It's got the curve and everything.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a weird shoe shape.
Mm-hmm. And it's just, like, it cuts off at the northern part, and it cuts off, like, at the border with South Korea.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just North Korea.
North Korea finally moved away from South Korea.
Oh my god.
They just got up and left. The whole country was just like, nope.
They moved into a Minecraft
Are you talking about, like, the mine, as in, like, a mine? Sorry, just trying to clarify.
Make sure you only take one, like, cart this time.
Yeah, let me put in the stack that I took earlier. Alright.
Make sure you get ready to use it.
Actually managed to do it, yes, without any complications or whatever. Mineshaft. Yeah, there's tons of, like, Kargaroc. I
think he's talking about, like, abandoned mine shafts.
But yeah, like, Kargaroc, he's, him and, what was it, like, was it just you and another Reddit user, or a couple of Reddit users? But you, like, he made one of those pyramid mines, like, it's like multiple mines down a row.
Mm-hmm. I actually made that. I thought that up, like, by myself.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Go back down there. Like, it's got like every interval. There's a place where you can start digging, so it makes it really easy to just find resources.
Yeah, I made it so that it would have, like, the maximum coverage. Like, it'd only ever miss one block out of, like, a lot.
Yeah. So it's like the idealistic mine.
Anyway. Yeah. It's a lot of effort, though, to, like, actually get it up to, performance.
Mm-hmm.
There's another guy who logged on and made a house right there and then never logged on again.
Aw. The abandoned dog. Poor dog.
Mm-hmm.
Zambi.
So yeah, anyway, I told you about, like, the other day about that experience I had on that server.
Mm-hmm. Of utter complete chaos.
Yeah. It was
freaking B-movie script, did you get, wait, hold on, did you get the B-movie script from the, like, meme that spawned when this YouTuber named Bryn Daniel read the whole B-movie script? Or is it just the B-movie script at its raw meme form, like, when it was posted on, I think it was first posted on Twitter or something?
I think it's just the raw script.
Because, like, it exploded into a meme after this one sort of not well-known YouTuber named Bryn Daniel who does like readings of terrible fan fictions.
I mean, I used it because of the meme.
Yeah,
but
of course.
I just used the script. Like, I removed all the so that it would never go to a new line, and I removed all the spaces and whatnot, and I removed all the punctuation, so it would just be a bunch. Like, the whole script would just be a gigantic run-on word.
Meh.
so that it would fit in the name.
Yeah.
And even then, when I would type out a message with it. Like, I'd log on to that account on the server, and I'd type a message, and I'd lag for like 2 seconds, and everyone else would lag for 2 seconds.
That's hilarious.
And that's not even like... So, like, I get on the server, right? And the spawn is pristine, except everyone burned all the trees.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, this is back when fire actually burned. Like,
yeah.
It was really fast.
Like, it freaking totaled everything. You catch one thing on fire, you better hope that the trees end somewhere.
Yeah. Because it will burn
I'm going
forever.
back down to the mine shaft.
Yeah. So anyway...
Ta-da!
Spawn was pristine, except all the trees were burned. And it was an Alpha 1.2 server. Like Minecraft Alpha 1.2.6.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I knew, like, before I knew about the server, I knew about Alpha, because I read the change logs and whatnot. And Alpha, like, basically you have your like, you press E, you have your inventory.
Yeah.
And you have all your items in your inventory. And now, like, nowadays, like, even in this version, the server knows what items you have in your inventory. And keeps track of it for you. But here's the thing, back in Alpha 1.2.6, the server didn't know what items you had in your inventory.
Oh, so it never kept track of them.
Yeah, so... I mean, it would remember for you when you logged off, but that was about it. And if you were to say, place a bedrock... Like, if you were to say, place a bedrock block on the ground, and then, like, it'd be like, oh, and the server would be like, why? And your client would be like, because I said so. And then it would just go and do it. Whereas nowadays, and even in this version, it would be like, wait a minute, you don't have this item in your inventory.
Yeah. Also, good night, Dumpy12.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
So anyway. So, because of that glitch, you could just use Cheat Engine or something.
Yeah.
Or like those hacking programs.
Just real easy.
Yeah, and just completely, just break the game, get everything in the game. And nobody on the server knew this except for me, originally.
And then you told everyone.
Yeah, in the chat. And everyone thought it was a dupe glitch at first.
Oh man, it's like one of those, hey, or freaking, oh man, gotta love those, like, survival worlds or whatever, like, multiplayer survival, servers where it's like, teleport to me for free diamonds, and you teleport and you fall into a pit of lava immediately.
Yeah, you're just teleported into like a bedrock pit or something.
Or you teleport into a room with two guys in enchanted diamond armor, and they're like, let's mug them.
Yeah, exactly. And so anyway, like, everyone thought it was a dupe glitch at first, like, you know, like your average Minecraft duplication glitch where you have an item and then you want to make copies of it, so you can do that with a glitch, but this is more than a dupe glitch. Like,
this was like,
you know, like, at least with a dupe glitch, you have to have the item first. With this, you don't even have to have the item first. You can just get anything for free.
Yeah.
So I did that, told everybody about it in the chat. Now everybody's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, it took a while for everybody to like get up to speed about it, but you know, for like it didn't take that long for everybody to like start doing it.
Yeah.
So me and like another guy, we just start duping the crap out of like we just start spawning TNT and putting them in chests.
Nice.
And we go to spawn because I'm like, this spawn is too clean. I want to make it look like 2B2T. Because 2B2T's spawn is a wasteland.
Yeah.
And I want to make it look like a wasteland. So let's just spawn in a bunch of TNT with our, you know, alpha dupe glitch. And go to spawn and start blowing it up. So me and another guy, like, start doing that. We go to spawn, blow it up. Spawn looks like a wasteland. There's multiple swastikas made out of bedrock.
That's how you know things have gone down.
Yeah.
At least at some point in time. If you've seen a swastika, you know that at some point in time there's some kind of anarchy going on.
Yeah. I mean, even when when I first logged on, there was already a swastika made out of diamond blocks. And then I just like, so I went to spawn, blew the spawn up, and then I made a swastika out of bedrock. And then some other person made a swastika out of bedrock.
The unbreakable.
Yeah. It was really funny. There's like some guy who came on and they were like, why is there a Nazi symbol made out of bedrock? And so I have fun. Like, I'm just like I find some guy's mine that he made. Like, just some staircase down into, like, near bedrock. And I made a little, like, dupe stash. So I'm just sitting there duping items. Like, I'm just sitting there spawning TNT and gapples and whatnot.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden someone gets op. And, like someone logged into the owner's account because it's an offline server. And that owner, like, that account had op. So they op a whole bunch of accounts of theirs that they didn't tell anyone.
Oh, snap.
And then he opt me. And then, of course, as soon as I get op, I just start opping everyone on the server.
Yeah.
Yeah, and...
which thus created a terrible domino effect that led to...
Yeah. And what happened after that? Like, well, not much happened after that, at first anyway. Like, I used op, like, to op other people and to spawn in items faster because the dupe glitch was really tedious. And I was just sitting there spawning whatnot and exploring spawn because it was like a wasteland.
Yeah.
Like you'd had to seen it. I didn't get any pictures, unfortunately.
Still, I think I could imagine how horrendously barren and mangled.
Like no dirt whatsoever.
Yep.
Like just random bedrock everywhere. So eventually someone gets mad and then they get banned.
Yep.
And then they come on another, they come on an account that they made up. And then they ban them and then it just spirals out of control from there.
It's like a ban fight, really.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to ban someone else before they get banned.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I get banned pretty fast. But, of course, it's an offline server, so, I mean, you could just change your name and come back.
Yeah.
So, I do that several times because I keep getting banned. And this is really funny. Like, there's this guy who just had, like, a racial slur as a name, like, repeated 1,000 times.
Oh man.
Like the name was so long that you know how you can see my name?
Yeah,
Like
because it
on
was the B movie script.
yeah, you know you can see my name on the in game,
Yeah.
above my model. And his name was so long that whenever it was on screen, it would just go right across the screen from one
Just
end
like
of the
shoot.
screen to the other. Yeah. No matter how no matter how small, no matter how far away they were, even if they were just in render distance, it would still just go all the way
So
across
that
the
way he
screen.
would offend as many people as possible, which means anyone
Yeah,
who turns that general direction.
exactly. And also, the name was so long that none of the people who had banning powers bothered with it.
Oh wow, because they'd have to just type his name entirely
Yeah.
in.
Mm-hmm.
So they were just like, screw it.
Yeah, and that's what I got. That's why I got the idea for the B movie name.
Yeah.
Because it's first of all, it's the B movie script,
Yeah.
the whole thing.
The
And
ultimate
second,
Jerry
yeah,
Seinfeld as a B movie. Which is
mm-hmm.
essentially just should have been the title of the movie, anyways.
Yeah, and
Jerry
I mean,
Seinfeld as a bee.
and you get the idea.
Yeah.
The name was so long that nobody typed it in, so I just I had to use that name after a while because it's just you would just keep getting banned otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was sitting there with that name. I was just typing in chat to troll people with my lag and building more bedrock things. There were no beds, so you couldn't build a bed trap or whatnot. You know what a bed trap is? You know, it's a thing where you surround a bed in bedrock or some, except for one block, and then put lava in that block.
Yep, and so when they wake up to a glorious sight of them dying.
Yeah, and then it's basically like your band. You can't get out of it unless there's a spawn command.
Until the person who put it there removes it.
Yeah, or someone breaks you out.
Yeah.
Which, of course, they couldn't do that if it's bedrock.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they have, a bedrock breaking thing, which there have been several.
Yeah.
But anyway. So I did that. I'm just sitting there, I'm just sitting there duping TNT on my B movie account, blowing up spawn more.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's this gigantic hole all the way to the void because there's no bedrock in this world for some reason. You know, other than the bedrock that we placed, but you know what I mean.
I bet you what happened is that the person who made the server wasn't just a flatland?
No, it was a full. I mean, it was an alpha server, so it was just regular terrain.
Yeah.
But he said it was generated in an old version or some. So, there's just no bedrock at the bottom. It's just.
Alright, so that explains it.
So, so now there's this massive hole of the void, surrounded by lava, so it's you know, if you would go to spawn after dying, because there's no beds, so when you die, you go to spawn, and you just, you know, you spawn 50 blocks up in the air. You know, just enough time to look down at a sea of lava and contemplate what's about to happen.
Man,
and
all
before
those
you just go,
diamond items
plop.
I hacked in.
Yeah. And then you just fall 50 blocks into lava.
Yep.
Die and then respawn right right at the same place.
Welcome to purgatory.
And then and also and that was really funny.
Yeah.
Occasionally you'd spawn over land and you'd be able to survive.
Mm-hmm.
So while I'm doing all this, some, like, the people who actually, like, knew coding and whatnot,
Yeah.
like, they made a hacked client that had a bunch of, like, cheats and whatnot. Probably the first hacked client ever for alpha.
Well, so they just, like, while the server was going on, they were like, let's make a hack client, so they did it?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a
fast.
pretty crappy one, but...
Yeah.
Like, it allowed them to get every item in the game for free without having to mess around with cheat engine or whatnot. It allowed them to fly really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they could fly around really fast.
So, like, how you can do nowadays with, like,
Yeah.
using the, like, what is it, potion number 300 or something.
Yeah, or creative. And it made them invincible so that you couldn't kill them.
Mm-hmm.
So, around this time, they finally get done with their hacked client.
Yeah.
And so they start testing her out. And they're all like complaining, the game's too easy. I have access to every item in the game. And everyone's like, how much bedrock do you have? And I'm like, I have infinite. And so they start, like, because this is like the old version, like,
yeah.
and it's still at the Farlands. Which, by the way, are probably the best glitch in any game.
Yeah, the Farlands are freaking majestic.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a Farlands recreation or something? Or I think it was like the Farlands were back in some version of the game. I can't remember if it was like... It was some kind of recent version. Someone did a thing on it where it's like the Farlands are back, and basically it's just the same or whatever, but it's, you know, new.
Wasn't it Ant Venom or whatnot?
Yeah, it was Ant Venom who did it.
Yeah, I talked to that guy before.
Oh, wow.
And what you're talking about, like, there's a guy who made a mod that, like after 4.5 years or whatnot, they finally figured out how the Farlands worked.
Wow, it's like freaking a scientist figuring out some kind of new theory.
Yeah, except as big of a glitch as the Farlands were, I'm shocked and amazed that it took them that long to figure out how it worked.
Yeah. Considering it was just a pretty much by accident glitch that was caused by the way the game was set up and, like, ran during that time of development. It's amazing how hard it is to intentionally screw up.
And it's interesting because, like, you look at the code, and apparently the Farlands were, like, intentionally, like... Well, I don't think they were intentionally fixed, but they were fixed. Like, it is a proper bug fix.
Because,
in the code.
You know, yeah. I remember there was, like, a thing going on when the Farlands was a thing, and this wasn't very big, and I only found out about it until it was long since over. But there was, like, people doing charity raises to walking to the Farlands, where they were virtually walking in Minecraft to the Farlands to raise children's charity.
Yeah, it's like Farlands or bust.
Yeah. And there was just, like, this one guy walking all the way to the Farlands.
Yeah. That's still going on, actually.
Wow. He's still not there?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
In fact, apparently he's only 1/5 of the way there.
Oh, man, he's never gonna get there. I mean, if he does, it'll be a new person, because he's, like, gonna be an old guy.
Yeah. But the thing, though, is, like, everyone's like, oh, it takes 820 hours to walk to the Farlands. And, well, okay, for one, that's not accounting boats. That's not accounting, you know, the various, you know...
Other obstacles.
Like, say, Minecraft... Yeah, like, it's not just flat terrain. It's like, you have to jump over blocks and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess you could make a program that's like an auto Minecraft guy driver.
Like a bot.
Yeah.
But
Like, have Steve...
But the thing, though, is, like, it takes 820 hours to walk to the far lands, and, yeah, well, it's not accounting boats. It's, like, you calculate the speed that you walk, which is, like, 4.5... Like, I think it's, like, 4 1/3 meters per second or something.
Yeah.
And then the and I'm sorry, I'm stumbling with my words, but the speed that he walked in Far Lands or Bust is like half that. Like the average speed that he walks over the entire... Like the average speed that he had walked over like all the episodes so far is like half the maximum speed.
Wow.
So I'm like, go faster. Like, do you really want this to take twice as long? And then it's like, well, he is, like, it is like a donation charity thing.
Yeah, so I guess for when it comes to donations, you kind of want it to last long, but dang, this thing is gonna last seriously long.
Yeah.
This is gonna be like a freaking... This is like 50 years in the future, this thing's still going on, and it's like a worldwide freaking event by then.
Yeah.
It's like the 111th anniversary of the Far Lands or Bust. It has so far raised over $9,000 billion.
Apparently, like they've said that it'll take like, I think it's like 10 more years or something.
Yeah.
Before he actually gets there.
Yeah.
And he said, like, even once he gets there, what he's just going to do is, like, turn in a direction and then just keep going.
Which means there's definitely going to have to be a replacement at some point.
Yeah.
Either that, or maybe by that time they'll have cyborg bodies. It is year 3000 and X. Welcome to Far Lands or Bust. It is I, your original host.
So, it's interesting, though, because 820 hours is, like, about a month.
Yeah.
So, and it's like, are you seriously... Do you really mean that it takes, like, 10 years to pass a month time in...
Mm-hmm.
Like, does it really take, like, 10 years to pass a month time?
Well, it would if you have, like... I guess if you're doing stuff. Since, of course, the guy has, like, something else outside of Minecraft. If he was, like, if it was a bot doing it, yeah, I would get it over within a month, no problem. But, like, when you're a human and you have needs like food and water and stuff, then you have to add in all those times that he has to get up to eat or sleep or whatever, and it's like, yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously, but could you, like, make it, like, a little bit like, say, about a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you could, like, split that over, like, 24 months, or, 36 months. So that's, like, 3 years.
You probably could, but I guess he just hasn't done that? I don't know what he's doing. I don't know how come he's, like, taking it so slow, because... I personally don't think he realizes exactly how long it's going to be.
I think that it means that, like, it could be faster.
Yeah.
But he just doesn't know. Because he's only walking at, like, he's only walking at half speed.
Mm-hmm.
He only does, like, like, one episode every couple days. And they're only, like, 30 minutes apiece.
Yeah.
So that takes, like, that's a lot. That's, like, nothing.
Yeah. You're, like, doing 0.0000002% of the thing every single time.
Yeah. So it's, like... And you have to, like... You have to do the... Like, you have to, like, do the whole 820 hours. It's just how you break it up.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he'll decide to do that eventually. Like maybe he'll start wanting to move things along and start like segment
and another
one
thing,
of the
live
new
streams.
time breakup thing.
Like, if you ever like in his live streams, like he'd like play for like 10 hours or whatnot, walking to the far lands.
Yeah.
And that's like 20 times longer than an episode. So it's like 20 episodes in one live stream.
Yeah,
like,
so maybe he either needs to start live streaming them some more or start moving his habits of playing 10 hours into his regular episodes.
Yeah, good luck with that, but
yeah, but
I
still,
think the live streams are the best bet.
Yeah, in fact, it actually is probably better if he keeps doing the live streams because he's doing a charity. So it makes people feel special when they can donate to something that they're watching and directly in front of their face and know exactly who they're donating to and are seeing it happen. So yeah, it gives people more of a incentive to donate because they're visually seeing their money go to a good cause rather than just donating and it's like, okay, yay, now I get to watch the 3-hour episode of him walking. Instead of sitting there talking to people in the chat and talking to him occasionally. I don't know if he reads the chat or not. Assume he does.
He doesn't read the chat. Occasionally,
Oh, he's I guess he's kind of like Vinny, where he occasionally grabs a few things.
No, he doesn't even do that.
Oh, man.
What happens is people donate, and then, there's a comment in the donation, and then he reads those off.
Okay. So, I guess, I don't know how many people watches his streams.
I don't know, but I think it's a little bit... I mean, it's for charity, but at the same time, you have to pay for him to read your stuff.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of a little bit of a jerkish incentive. But whatever. I know there's some people who do that though. Who read the I know there's some streamers who read the chat, but they read it to themselves or whatever, and then they don't read it to or don't even say anything on it, but they are looking at the chat. They just don't bother saying.
There's nothing really left in this world right here. I'm sorry we got way off track.
Yeah. Have we even explored the y-axis yet?
Not real. I mean...
Well, not the y-axis, but you know what I mean.
I mean, let's go back to spawn.
Yeah.
You're talking about, this area. Directly in front when you spawn. Right?
Hold on.
Yeah, the what? No, it's the z-axis.
Yeah,
that's the
negative... Freaking negative z or whatever.
Yeah, this area. And also free grass.
Yeah.
And it is the glitched grass texture.
Yeah. It's
also, this is a
balding grass. For a second there, I thought it was molten blood. I was like, oh, what? But it was just a bed.
Yeah.
A trap bed.
Yeah. It doesn't work in this version, but... that is the ultimate trap right there.
Though it is pretty funny when you have, hacks, and then if the house, that they're in isn't so big, then you just fill it up with, bedrock.
Yeah.
So it's, solid bedrock, and they're in their bed, so when they wake up, in the bedrock, and they glitch out of it, and now they're stuck forever standing on top of their bed.
There's a video of a guy who there's a video of as a 2B2T video where this guy, there's these two little kids who are on the server.
Yeah.
And, there's this, 2B2T veteran. And, he was, he was pretending to base with these little, these kids. And... he was like, oh, let's set up a duping machine. And of course, the kids believed it.
Yeah.
And so he built the duping machine, in quotes, which is really the bed trap. And he's like, and he got them both to like, sleep in the bed. And then he just as soon as he slept, he just killed them.
Oh man. Also, nice door.
Oh, this is my first original hole in the ground when I first spawned. I originally had more stuff. Oh, this is my first mine. This is also the one that I X-rayed.
But I know there's quite a few. Man, there's a point in time when I was watching a lot of those Minecraft troll videos.
Yeah.
I think you've probably seen some of these trolls. Crap, what's his name? His name is what is it? Xbox Music or something stupid.
I don't know.
But even though his name is awful, he does some pretty funny trolling videos where he trolls these really angry screamer kids, the kind that their parents aren't home, so they start swearing, and then they think they're so cool.
Yeah,
And then he's friends with a bunch of these people in this community of trollers, and then there's one guy who trolls kids by making annoying voice impressions, and oh man.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's hilarious how this stuff still works, the red water trick. The classic red water, the newbie Minecraft player sees the lava, and it's insane how this still works. But, they see the lava, right? And then you tell them, yeah, that's red water.
Oh my god.
And then they're like, it's red water? Yeah, you jump in it, and you get health. And it's like, okay. He jumps in and dies. What did you do? I had three blocks on me.
Oh, there's some. I never built stairs there. I forgot.
But yeah, it's insane how that stuff still works.
Yeah, I don't even know. I guess it's the same way as those kids that thought a bed trap was a duping machine.
Yeah.
And then got bed trapped.
If you logically think about it, the only thing a bed does is you sleep on it. How would it ever dupe anything?
Yeah. I mean, it's what I mean, especially a lava. He also carries a lava bucket, so I mean, it should be obvious.
Yeah.
But then again,
I guess the only thing that would be positive in means of carrying around lava is for making cobblestone, and that's it. It's literally it. There would be no other reason you'd need lava involved unless it had something to do with Feed the Beast mods.
Mm-hmm. And it's oh, jump in this bed so that you can dupe so that you can dupe stuff. Okay. And then he just starts killing them, and then spawn back in the lava, and then they're bed trapped. And then they start raging. I used to watch. I think I told you about this, but I used to watch videos. Did I tell Team AVO?
Team. I don't think I remember.
Abolition. They were a team of griefers.
Oh yeah, all right. Yeah, you did tell me about this. All right, I remember. There was a team of griefers who went around raiding servers.
Yeah, pretty much. Originally they would just they went around just having fun destroying stuff and watching people rage. Mm-hmm.
It's funny because when you realize it, Minecraft's probably the only mass game where you could actually vandalize stuff. That's a massive even in World of Warcraft or whatever. I don't know that much about it, but You can steal people's items and whatever, kill them and get their stuff, but you can't vandalize the place.
Yeah, it's
But
like
if you get hacks, you can literally, like, you see that tree over there, right? You got hacks,
yeah.
you can destroy it. It no longer exists. Whereas in World of Warcraft, it's a pre-built world that was built by the devs. So unless
Yeah.
you're one of them, you can't do anything with it.
Mm-hmm. And it's probably like the game that put griefing on the that made it like a known thing.
Yeah.
Like no,
griefing
was
it's almost as if griefing wasn't even a word until Minecraft came along.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a word, but nobody used it. And now all the time you hear like freaking 7-year-old kids like stop griefing. When if this was, I don't know if this was still the days of Castle Miner Z or whatever. Like the really early. No, it wasn't Castle Miner. It was Infinity Miner. Well, then you would have never have known. It would be just another thing like stop stealing my items.
Yeah, exactly. Like they just say something related to what's happening.
Yeah. No, but when people hear griefing, it's like instantly correlated to Minecraft.
Like breaking blocks.
Yeah, because griefing's actually a big deal, because pretty much everything in Minecraft is completely breakable.
And it's a, I don't know. About at the end of this road.
Yeah, I can see. I assume the dirt tower marks the end.
Yeah. Actually, I was using that to world edit the trees out. Because if you notice, like, all the trees, it's just like a cut path.
Yeah, it's just like a straight cut path right down there.
And that's about all this world has to offer.
Yeah, right?
Like, if you go back to spawn, there's like a,
Keep forgetting. And, like, later Minecraft, you can just start pressing keys that are, like, if you press the slash key in later Minecraft, you can immediately start typing.
Yeah.
Where in this, you have to press T before you even think about doing that. Oh, wait, yeah, the trapdoor. Saw that earlier.
Yeah, you go down here. I think you can open the chests now.
Up. Lock it. You don't have permission to open this container.
What do you mean?
It says lock it. I guess the thing locking it, lock it. You don't have permission to open this container.
Well, I don't want to unlock them because...
Yeah, so don't do that. Is there some way to just, like, allow Liar, etc. to open?
I don't know.
And it's like 12 now, so I need to be getting off soon.
Yeah, weren't you supposed to play Super Metroid?
No, not today.
Oh.
I didn't realize it'd go this long. Because if this was just like an hour, then I probably would have filled the rest of the time up with Super Metroid. I'll finish Super Metroid on, like, Friday, and if for whatever reason not Friday, then Saturday.
Yeah, like, hopefully you come on, because you...
Yeah, I didn't come on last weekend because... Or not... Last weekend didn't come on because I was busy contemplating exactly how I was going to actually continue continue the, like, Twitch stream schedule and whatever, and figure out what I want to do with my YouTube channel. And then the week before last, not only did I feel bad for the whole freaking week, because, like, I had been gone on the trip, so I had a ton of homework to make up, but also Yokai Watch 2 came out, and that game's freaking addicting.
Mhm.
So I played that for like freaking 4 or 5 hours each day. Since then, the newness is worn off. So I play like an hour each time. About the amount of time I play when I get a new game. Pretty much ever play like an hour one day, hour next.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I've had enough of Minecraft for today. And I was thinking the same thing when I was working on that game, because it's like earlier today I was in the Minecraft mood, and I was like, I want to work on my game, and then I like forced myself to, and then I got in that mood,
Mm.
and then I'm like, I really don't want to play Minecraft.
Yeah. Then you like just end up sort of switching around within 2 or 3 games.
Yeah, and it's like you're not even doing anything in Minecraft.
Yeah.
It's like you're
Freaking.
just
Oh
walking around.
man. Like I have. Hold on. I kind of want to show off my creative world in regular Minecraft.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna pull it up really quick. Shouldn't take me more than like 10 minutes. Uh, but
Oh,
yeah,
by the
there's
way, I was
so
like,
many times where I freaking get on that world and just screw around and never do anything in it.
oh yeah. Oh, by the way, I got off the topic like earlier about like you were talking about your creative world and the pictures on your DeviantArt,
Mm.
and I think that those pictures that you posted were the first time I saw stained glass in the game.
Oh yeah. Huh. And because like, alright, so like I used to be really into Minecraft, of course. Hence how I built all that stuff, all that really big stuff. Like I think the biggest stuff I've built in Minecraft ever, not counting like the extensive multi-day projects, but the kind of stuff that I built in probably like 2 days of work,
Yeah,
would probably be Ice King, like a replica of Ice King's uh, Ice Mountain castle from Adventure Time, which is also on DeviantArt. I think I put it on there. It was like a giant blue pointed mountain, 3 of them, and it was like at nighttime.
yeah,
Uh, but like I used to keep up with all of the news. I'd watch this guy named Swimming Bird,
yeah,
and this guy like he was Minecraft. He played other Nintendo games and whatever. But he also did Minecraft news for each snapshot and update. And so as soon as he'd come out with news, I'd immediately like get on Minecraft and start checking out the new stuff. I don't even know what he's doing now because I haven't watched his videos in a long time. I assume he's still doing the same stuff
You know
though.
what?
Hmm?
I was the same way. I would always look at, you know, as like like I'd always watch Seth Bling's videos, and I
Oh,
think
wait,
it's
hold
like
on.
Like yeah, Seth Bling and Direwolf20 and the Mindcrack guys.
Mm,
Those were all people that I watched for the Minecraft news. Because like, oh, whenever a new snapshot would come out, they'd always make a video about it,
yeah.
and I was like that. And this is like back in the Minecraft 1.2, 1.3 days.
Mm,
Though I kind of got disinterested in it because I don't know, maybe it was just because I grew out of it. Though they also kind of sounded like a bit pay to win. I don't know how to describe something like that, but
but it's like donate to this and you'll get a custom sword labeled or whatever.
or like, like don't forget like or no, not even don't forget, but it'd be like please, 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 or no, not even that. It'd just be like no, yeah, it would be like don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to like this video and
Oh
leave a
man,
comment.
yeah. Man, there's like billions of videos that are still like that. Some of them are shameless, some of them
And then it's
pretend like they're not shameless, but they are. And then others just don't really care.
And then you have people like, and all the Minecraft guys were like, I think Kurt J. Mac, also known as the Farlands or Bust guy, was the worst.
Oh, wait. Yeah, he is
just as
pretty bad.
I thought he was. I think he's a good guy. It's just that his choice of words is awful, especially in his Mindcrack videos, because like the way it's like, it was obviously a private server. So it's like, you know, they didn't want just random people to come on, because it's like a server for like friends and whatnot.
Yeah.
Though the way he described it was awful, because it's like, I don't know, but it would be like, I don't know how to describe it. It'd be like the way you describe, like the way a computer doesn't let you do something.
Oh, yeah. Like, it was like exclusivity or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, pay $2.99 a month for exclusive video streaming.
It would be just like, you know, like he is like in his like the most memorable thing. It'd be like, is like in his description. It'd be like, and it was just like the way he said it, but it was like, oh, it's like, it's a server that we play on, and it's not open to the public.
Oh, it was like, it's not open to the public, so fork over your cash. This is basically what he was saying.
He doesn't say that, though.
Oh, so he just hints at it or whatever.
No, he doesn't even do that.
It's just like a
in
vague...
his Farlands or Bust series, he tends to, you know, plug the donations or whatnot. But otherwise, he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
But his choice of words is awful.
So he, like, means well, he just words things weirdly so it sounds really electronic and forced. What the heck is this?
Yeah.
Totem of Undying.
And I guess a bit... And
Never
I guess a bit
seen
douchey at the same time.
Yeah.
Like you said, like, he means well, but, you know, his words come out as a bit douchey at the same time.
Hey, village. Yeah, like, I know there's, like... Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I guess Kurt J. Mac was a bad example. And it'd be hard to find, like, real examples of, you know, dicks on Mindcrack or whatnot. Though, I'll tell you one thing right now. Direwolf 20 and the Mod Pack authors, because Direwolf 20 used to have this series where he'd play multiplayer with mods. And what he would do is, like, he'd have all the mod authors on the server at the same time. So he'd, like, have all these, you know, developers of all these mods on the server as he's playing. And here's the thing, like, if he asked for a feature in a mod, he'd get it. If we asked for it, we'd, like, oh, we have to really ask for it. We have to, like, beg.
Oh, yeah, so it makes it seem like he has an unfair advantage of influencing mod, like, creators.
Exactly.
Where even am I? Oh, wait, I know where I am. You know, like I got on this world and I don't even know what I'm doing. But anyways, this is my creative world. I think I showed this on a stream where you weren't here. Just because I had some extra time to spend, I was like, alright, you guys want to see me play Minecraft for 15 minutes?
I don't remember this.
Yeah, so it was... Like, I did... Whilst I was there, someone said something about Pikmin, because I think I was talking about it. And then I went on, like, the rest of the 15 minutes, which turned into, like 30 minutes or something. I was just ranting on
about
Pikmin garbage.
I remember you talking about Pikmin, but I don't remember this map.
Alright, so this is,
Isn't this like a 1.6 map?
Actually, no, this is a recently made map, actually. I think I made it in the 1.10 snapshot. So this is a map that if this was in a snow biome, it would have polar bears, which are a new mob. It's like a bear mob. But yeah, this is the map that I made. This is just like a tiny little sliver of the few spotted buildings I've populated with. This is like a storage house.
Yeah.
Like you go in, and it's like SM storage units. I don't know what SM stands for. And there's a green villager, which is now spawnable with a like villager egg. It's like a villager that doesn't have any profession.
Have you ever messed with the elytras? Have you ever messed with the elytras?
The Electras?
Like the things that you fly with.
Oh, yeah. Hold on, let me get those up. I've screwed around with those a little bit. They're kind of wonky to use in creative, though, because you already have flying, so you have to, like, tap the spacebar 3 times when you get into the air. Because you can fly, and then you can... Basically, Elytras glide. You become a paper airplane for a short time.
Yeah.
And you just have to, like, nose your character up a bit. And also, it works better if you're in third person.
Yeah. And by the way, there is, like, a way to fly infinitely with it.
There is. I haven't even, like, screwed around with it all that much. Oh yeah, you can see my skin in full glory. All of the extra details. Which are not even details, they're just, like, extra colored blocks. Even though some of the stuff that, like, you see in the full glory of the skin...
Oh yeah, it's like, maybe you should... Like that.
Like, the things that look like freaking... I don't even know, like... gun holsters on the side are actually supposed to be sword hilts.
Yeah.
Because it's, like, this actually adds more to the actual character's design that this is based off of. Which is a character from a stupid anime. Alright, hold on. There. Alright, I'm gliding now. Can't really tell. Let me get into there. And I can also fight in midair. Also, I think if you do like a hard landing in a non-creative, you can lose health. And this is the first thing that I made on this map, is this little cabin. Pretty much since the 1.7 snapshot came out, or like for the first 1.7 sneak peeks, like I probably still have the map somewhere on like the family computer, because it was before I got the Mac. But I built a cabin and it looked better than this one, but it was, you know, it was just a cabin. And so ever since then, every time I made a new map, I've built a cabin on it.
You and your, like, sideways logs.
Yeah. The attempt to build a cabin was an attempt. May not be exactly successful, but whatever. Also made some kind of weird flag. It looks more like some kind of metal or something. And here's my fireplace substitute, because the first time I tried to put, like, fireplace there and built a bunch of cobblestone to keep it from running out, it ran out anyways. And it burnt down, like, this whole side of the house right here. So,
just
like,
put
this
some
whole
netherrack
wall.
There.
So, like, I have signs saying supplemented real fire for glowstone. It should be obvious as to why.
Why didn't you just put, like, why didn't you just put netherrack there?
Yeah, I should have put netherrack there, but I didn't, because, like, I guess I didn't want to put torches in there and make it look like one of those creative maps where you can't use fire, because that's what everyone does. and creative fun. Put netherrack and then put a torch on top of it.
Yeah.
And so I guess I just wanted the light source coming from it, like a fireplace or whatever. And I also thought it would be funny to just put signs with the words fire on it. And then I built a little sort of path. I'm planning on building some kind of path or road to pretty much anything I make, except for a few stuff which are going to be quote-unquote secrets. Like, here's a little unfinished cave. It's not even, like, very deep, but it's gonna be, like, I guess a dungeon or whatever. Sorry it's delayed for you, but, like, eventually when I get more stuff in it, I might turn it into a small local server. But at this point, it's just really not there yet.
Well, you know what I've been thinking of doing?
Hmm?
There's this old challenge map that I used to play on from 2012.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you and me should, like, try and beat it. Because I never beat it.
Ah. Well, we can't do it today, because, like...
Well, yeah. It's like I think it's like a collect the wool kind of map.
So, like, colored wool or whatever.
Yeah, like complete the monument or whatever.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those.
Have you ever played them?
I think I played part of one on, like, I think some kind of server that was kind of like Hypixel, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
But that was freaking years ago. I think it was one of my brother's servers that he used to play on. And not like his server, but as in a server that he used to play on, because he had, I think, like 5 servers that he frequent, and one of them had a couple of games. I think it also had, what is it, Rail Wars, where you have a railgun and you shoot people, and in reality it's just the fireworks. Oh yeah, and here's the monument to Squidwardtopia. The horrible name for the first, like, world I created that I really started building on.
Yeah.
I named it Squidwardtopia for, like, a stupid in-joke. And then I didn't change the name! And so it became, first it was Squidwardtopia, here's some history. It was first created during the end of 1.5 or something. First creation was a treehouse near the sea in a jungle biome. There's a lot of stuff built there. It had at least 3 custom villages, which was true. It had, I think I counted the treehouse as a village, because it was multiple treehouses linked together.
Yeah.
A cobblestone village, which had 3 houses. One of the houses being a post office. And the last village I built there was this sort of Eastern-themed village with pagodas that had roofs made out of red wool. Final thing built was probably a railway across the sea, which I think is correct, because after flying around it a bunch, I found another continent across the sea from, where I had built the treehouse stuff on the shore of the jungle. And so I built a whole minecart railway over there, and I called the area Squidwardtopia. Like, as in the second Squidwardtopia, but I never built anything there except for, I think, a wither cage, because then I let the wither loose and tried to defeat it.
Yeah.
There's an intent to expand, which is that was wiped from existence.
Back when... I was just thinking, that was, like, back when the, like, that was back when you had infinite oceans.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
Where, like, the further out you go, the more and more ocean you'll see.
Yeah, like, I think that was before the big biome update.
Yeah. It was definitely before the big biome update, because all I really got were freaking hills, snow, occasional plains, and a swamp. And maybe a desert if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
was wiped from existence in the Great Cleansing, in which the computer got completely and totally wiped. Every single piece of data on it was gone. Alright, now this is the wall of Squidwardtopia.
I've dug out my first world. Like, wasn't this your first world?
This actually isn't my first world, but it's a memorial to my first world.
Well, yeah, but, like, it's talking about your first world.
Squidwardtopia.
Yeah. And, I still have my first world, and I dug it out. I wonder if I could show it to you. Like, right now. It's not that long. Like, it's
yeah,
only,
I
like,
guess you could show it to me right now to get the server set up or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just continue reading the Squidwardtopia. I think oh wait. I'll continue reading. I only have 3 here, because I only expanded from 3 Squidwardtopias.
Do you know where I can get the jar for this server version?
I have no... Wait, you mean this world?
Like, just the server for 1.10.
1.10. Talking about, like, recent 1.10, right?
Yeah.
You could probably get it off of just Minecraft homepage.
Yeah, but it's hard.
So I don't even...
Website, it was a lot easier.
There's gotta be some way, because I don't know, I haven't screwed around with, like, the other methods of getting it. I've just, like, update, I'm gonna switch to this version. So yeah.
What version is this?
I wish I knew how to...
Just press F3.
Okay. What is it? Okay, here you go.
Because this is the version that I'm going to use.
You'll have to turn off auto jump or whatever, where it has you auto jump over blocks.
Wait a minute, 16W42.
Where?
This is a snapshot?
Yeah, this is... Oh, hold on, let me... Quick to title.
Why don't you just use multi-MC? Because multi-MC is better. I don't even use the, like, regular launcher.
I just use the regular launcher, because...
Well, don't
that's what I've always used, even though I probably shouldn't.
Multi-MC has always been better.
Yeah.
And it lets you use all the snapshots. It lets you use all the old versions.
Yeah.
But the best part is that it lets you use it lets you have multiple profiles. Like, that's how you have beta 1.7.3 and, like, the latest version side by side. And it doesn't mess with your maps.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got, like, the version for 1.10.2.
Yeah, because that's the most recent. Hold on, I'm gonna continue the history lesson real quick, and then I'll move on to...
What version was, like, 16W42?
16... Yeah, it's, Snapshot 16W42A. This is the alpha of the newest snapshot, since they're getting ready for some kind of new update, and I don't even know what it is.
Yeah. I'm just gonna, like, get the version that you're running right now.
Alright.
Because it's fast.
Because it's fairly stable. I haven't noticed anything that's killed anything.
You know, I remember the old, like... I remember, like, before you had the snapshots, you had the pre-releases.
Yeah.
And the biggest one that I remember was Minecraft Beta 1.9 Pre-Release 5. Which was like a snapshot in that you had to, like, get the jar.
Mm-hmm.
But back then, it was a, like, that was basically Minecraft 1.0 before Minecraft 1.0 came out.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, so this is some history on Squidwardtopia. Sorry. C2 for the second one. Man, these names are awful. Built as a successor to the original, was probably built during 1.7. That might be true, but it could have also been built at the end of 1.6. In fact, that's probably when it was built. It was not successful, failing to live up to the previous, and which it did. I did not build even a portion as much as the original one. I think, because it's talking about having a whole city inspired by Earthbound, which it did. I think it was called Coal Town, and I built a town hall, a drugstore, several, like, housing, a hotel. All of it was really crappy, though. But I can't remember if it was this one or the other one. But I'm pretty sure the one that I built said town on was the same one that I built the church on. Was the city was the last thing built, probably. And then I just go on. Actually, wait, I think it was Squidwardtopia Deluxe that had that DX. Never mind, this was wiped out by the second cleansing, since there was a second cleansing of the computer, where it was completely wiped yet again.
Yeah.
And no one saved anything, because of course they didn't. And this is Squidward 3P DX or Deluxe, which is another attempt to revive Squidwardtopia. This is the one that had the Earthbound stuff in it. And it also has the recorded date of when I first finished Earthbound that was lost. Because I wrote it on a sign, because I didn't think it'd ever be deleted. But of course it was. So now I...
Wait, you wrote the first... You wrote, like, what? Like, you wrote... completed it for the first time?
Yeah, I wrote on a sign. I built a replica of, like, Dr. Edinet's house. Like, the science laboratory. And when I completed the laboratory, I wrote it the day that I completed the laboratory. And then I wrote alongside, I don't think I wrote the exact date of when I completed Earthbound. I think I wrote it, like, I think it was 2013? 2013, February 3rd or something like that. It was just my remembered date. But I was pretty sure I completed it February something.
Found this thing, and it's a bit hard to find because... No, it's not that.
And I can't actually remember if this got deleted or if it's somewhere backed up in the files of the computer. I haven't checked in a while.
Rename.
So wait, is your server up and running?
Not yet. It's about to be.
Alright, hold on. Alright, I'm getting over there. Let me pull up multi-MC.
When I run it, you won't even have to close the game. It'll be this version.
Okay, hold on. I closed the game anyways. Freaking stream delay. I'll launch it back up really quickly.
Okay, I'm gonna opt me.
I guess that's another positive with newer versions of Minecraft. Like, there was this thing where, like, newer versions would load really slowly. Like, the startup would take forever, but they've since seemed to fix that.
Wait, you don't... Oh, right, there is no Optifine for this.
Yeah. Or at least not yet.
I'm so dumb.
Okay.
You see, this is why you should use Optifine. Or, like, not... This
is the server the same as it always is? Like the server address?
No. Well, I mean, it's my IP.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, it should be up, like, right now.
Hold on, let me copy-paste it.
Oh yeah, like it just
Here it is.
FOV music and sounds.
Oh, I'm living in a void.
Turn that off. Controls.
Now I'm underwater.
9. Oh right, I have to
There's stacks of stone. And there's a house in the distance. I'm
okay, where am I?
run swimming towards the house.
Okay.
Oh wait, so it's got cheats in? Okay. Hold on.
Okay, where am I? Oh my god, it's this house.
Okay. Sprint. It's got a weird water glitch.
Oh, I think I may. I don't know what that happened. I think it might have been MC edit or whatnot.
Railroads. Tracks. It's golden apples.
This is in Minecraft. This isn't my very first house in Minecraft. This is my second house in Minecraft. Like, ever.
I just griefed my own building sad face.
Oh yeah, that was when what happened was, I was, like, messing around, right? And by the way, this house is based on my real house.
Oh, wow.
Like, this right here is the living room, and that's the kitchen.
Yeah.
And this is a bedroom, like the one bedroom that there is. And then the basement. And about right here, okay, this is really funny because in real life I'm sitting about right here.
Wait, hold on.
Get down here, like,
okay.
right.
Alright, so it's actually
now.
in the basement.
Yeah, like, I don't know, about right here or so.
Melon.
Obviously there's no farm here
Yeah.
in real life. Or this room right here doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Well, I need to make
train
a
room.
railway to my first house. And this is, like, where it was. But I never finished it, not even close, because this is all survival.
Oh, wow.
I need to set my,
Mine 3. Assume this is the third mine?
Oh wait, yeah, this is my third house in Minecraft, I'm sorry. And you go down here, and this is back in the day when mine shafts would spawn all the time. Like, you go down here, and,
Freaking
yeah,
mine shafts for days.
I've
had, I think it was my, what was it?
Like, I get lost
there was a few times where updates had, like, an abnormally high mine shaft spawn count. I think it was either Squidward 2Pia or Squidward 3Pia that had an absolutely absurd amount of freaking mine shafts. Flooded.
I think there's, like, more flooded areas, too. Like, I think around here. Yeah, like, and they all have this sign on them.
Flooded beyond this point. Heck, regular Minecraft still has this problem with, like, if you saw like my, like, world earlier, the Squidward 4P or the definitive or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Like, I actually filled in, like, at least 3 or 4 of those ponds next to that sort of compass-shaped building.
Yeah.
And there's still too many pawns. Like, the spawn rate for pawns is crazy.
Yeah.
It's actually probably the worst I've ever seen it. It makes everything look like marshland.
And, like all the this is survival, so all these items in these chests are legitimate.
Yep, rotten flesh.
There's also a like this is only the first like area. Oh, I think these are these were not legitimate because I got lazy.
I know, there's like a ton of stacks. Seems suspicious.
So you come out here, and then there's like another area. Like you go over here. And there's like another kind of room.
Metal kitchen. Classic fridge.
And this is like the other house over there. Like you can see the similarities.
Yeah, because there's a living room, kitchen's over there.
Yeah, but if you go over here, first of all, there's no hallway. Like, open the door.
Oh.
This is based off a dream that I had in 2014.
Oh wow!
Because, and this is made like that one hotel build that I did.
Mm-hmm.
Like where I actually I remembered the dream and then put the blocks down so that it would match up the best.
Quite a boring dream room.
Well, it looked better in the dream, but
yeah. But I mean, couch,
I remember,
not even a TV. Jeez.
Like I remember the living room was like a bit bigger.
Yeah.
And there was a door there, like a metal door. And well, the thing is that in Minecraft, things in Minecraft are bigger than they are in real life.
Yeah, everything looks bulky, and then if you make it any size bigger, then it just looks massive.
Yeah. But even then, like, in the dream, this room was bigger than the real-life version.
Yeah.
And then you go over here, and, like, the kitchen was, like all futuristic and whatnot. That's why it's metal here.
Cyber kitchen.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was.
Kitchen or kitchen of the year 3000.
And if you look, like, in real life, this window isn't here, obviously.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see, like, in the dream is like a toolbox that had, like, things growing on it with like next to the tree.
Yeah. See the TNTs with vines on them.
Yeah. Hang on, like, time set night. Yeah, there we go. Hang on, like, time... Yeah, there we go. Now it's more like it.
So it's just like dark kitchen, come outside and you come to the window and you see toolbox next to tree.
Yeah,
it's been kind of overgrown.
Yeah, like the dream was at it was set at night.
Yeah.
And the very first part of the dream actually wasn't here. Is at some like store. And like there's a bunch of like weird stuff, especially near the checkout lanes. And then we went home and it was to this house.
Ah.
And I kind of just stayed here for a while. Then I went into here.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like I saw that thing over there. And then I went back, and then I'm like, this is really weird. Why can't I get to the basement? Where's the basement?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, wait a minute, is this a dream? And then I did the reality check, and it became a lucid dream. And that's why I remember this dream so well.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I had a false awakening.
Oh.
And I woke up in, like, another version of my house. That... It was a version of the house that was still different to real life, though not as different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was slightly different layout, though not really that much different. Not as different as that.
Yeah.
Like, some of the room sizes are a little bit different. some of the positions of, like, items were different. The lighting was a lot brighter.
Mm-hmm.
And if you looked outside the if you look, like, if you know the picture window in the living room and that other one, like,
Yeah.
like that was, like, you'd look out that, and, like, there's just, like, road, like, really close, whereas in real life there's still road, but it's not as close.
Mm-hmm.
But the and we're just gonna follow this while I talk about that dream, because this goes to the earlier houses. But anyway, so I woke up and went into I woke up, like, thinking about the dream that I just had, and was just
Oh, ran out of
really
trail.
excited that I
Mm.
really excited that I had this dream, and then, like, I was like, because my hands felt really tired in the dream.
Yeah.
Like, oh, why do you think that's the case? And then, so I took my blanket off, and then, like, walked to the kitchen, and it was the old, like, because we had an old fridge, like where that fridge is.
Yeah.
Um, and it is, like, we used to have a fridge that had, like, two doors that opened up, like, and they were, like, side by side.
What are those fridges?
Yeah, and, like, nowadays we have a fridge with, like, a freezer on the top,
Mm-hmm.
and, like, like, it's just like a regular fridge. Back in the day, though, we had, like, that other kind of fridge, and in the dream it was that other kind of fridge. And
So yeah.
I think, like, the power was, like, half off in the dream. Like, I don't know, the kitchen still had light in it. And I remember, like, and look at these chunks generating.
Yeah. Dang.
Anyway, about this dream, like, I remember looking into the kitchen and the fridge was open.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, there's, like, a bunch of food that spilled out. And I imagine it was open for quite a while, so the food can't be that good anymore.
Yeah.
But anyway, so after that, I kind of, like, turned around, and then I think, like, my brother was on the couch.
Mm.
And he's like, I know you just had a dream. And he said what the dream was about. And I kind of freaked out, but not really. I just lagged.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I kind of, like, talked to him for a bit. Then I had another false awakening. Kind of like LSD dream emulator.
Yeah. Freaking
And then,
touch an object or wait for a certain time and you get ching, and then...
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I woke up in the house again.
Glitch door.
But by that point, the house, like, completely like the real life one, like, no difference pretty much.
So it was like a massive troll false awakening.
Yeah. And then I woke up for real. Oh, and, like, all these, like, these are all, like, some of my first tools. 4 diamonds. Whatnot.
Diamonds, 2 leather, 1 ender pearl.
Mm-hmm. And this is like back when Endermen were, like, this is like the original Enderman that made zombie noises and,
Had green eyes?
Yeah.
Yep. Back when the end was going to be green. Hence the eyes of Ender were green, and they still are green, even though Endermen don't have green eyes anymore.
Mm-hmm. Actually, this is before the end. Like, this is beta 1.8. This is before the end.
Like, but, like, I think the, like, I'm pretty sure this must have been still during the time when Notch was like talking about the Aether biome or whatever, or it was like
Yeah.
this dream world that you could go to. It was
Mm-hmm.
just kind of floating land or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So, I know there's like another, like there's a thing that I dug out around here. It might be here, though I don't know. Like this just big area that I dug out. I don't know why. This is 2011. Okay, how do I get out?
Oh, here it is. No
I don't know
way.
what that is. Is it this area? Yeah, it's this area.
Oh wait. No, that's a dead end.
Oh yeah, I found it.
Okay.
Like you go over here. You go over here. Here we go. This is the big area that I dug out for some reason.
It's kind of like some kind of weird junction thing going on. Like it could have minecarts or something.
Yeah. I know there's like another big area that I dug out. Might be here, but I don't know. What is it? Was it this? Nah. I know it was around here. Wait, do I have no clip? Like, game mode 3. Hell yeah.
Hold on.
So now we can just fly through.
I can see you in spectator, but I couldn't in not.
Like, you have this area.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even remember this area. But obviously I dug it out.
Mm-hmm. You left
It's
one coal block.
I don't know why I dug these big areas out.
Guess it's atmospheric?
Maybe. Maybe it's just because I liked Minecraft that much. Oh, I found it. I found the big area.
Now this looks like could be a potential for a strip mine.
Like, this is a really big area to mine out. Especially, this is before enchantments. Like,
yeah,
period.
so you couldn't even do any of the enchantments that allow you to do this a little bit faster, like haste.
Yeah, so it's all diamond picks here. In fact, I didn't even know that was... wow, this is right here. But this is my second house. Like, I think when I made this house was when I started to realize, like, the beta, like, because this is, like, right when beta 1.8 came out, because I knew about Minecraft, even, like, in, like, alpha days, but I only actually got it in beta 1.8. And I was used to, like, a bunch of Let's Plays that were in, like, beta 1.7 and earlier that had different terrain. And, like, I didn't know at first. And around the time I was, like, getting settled into this space, it was when I started to realize that the terrain wasn't as good.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's over here. Like, you fly over this mountain.
Oh, what is this? It's like a jungle taiga. That's really weird.
Huh.
And this is a mountain swamp. What the heck? Because that was a taiga over there, but it was in the jungle biome because there was ocelots spawning, and it was bright green grass. It's just so weird.
Yeah, like, the biomes were, like, different back then.
And then we have a swamp that's frozen over.
Yeah. Okay, so this right here is the first house that I ever made in Minecraft.
Dang.
Like, the first base. You go down here.
It's like a real dirt castle. It is.
There's no chests in here. There used to be chests in here.
Some kind of room.
Like you go.
Mine
like,
home.
There's like a thing over here, so you could just like whack bad guys during the night, because they'd always like come in.
Yeah.
And like try to get in. So you go down here. Like, I don't know what this is for. I think there's like chests here, but it's just like storage.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Mine. The first mine. Then you go. This stairway wasn't here originally.
Dang. Ancient chests.
Oh, you'll recognize this.
Yeah,
chest.
the tier placement. Even though it's a miniature version.
Mm-hmm. Like, you had to, like, this is how you did it back then. Like, you had
Oh,
to.
frick! How the
You
heck?
just broke my...
Yes, I did. Hold on. Like, I literally tried to click on it and then and just spawn a new one and I'll start shoving stuff in there.
Yeah, whatever. It's just...
How? I think my key bindings are messed up. Hold on.
Don't click anything.
Crap. Okay. Alright, try again. Alright, it worked this time for some reason. Why does it do that sometimes? Hold on. I can't reach that stuff over there. You're just like...
Neither can I. What is in this chest? You know what?
Yeah, there. There, okay.
Okay. So now the first mine. Go over here. And this is the first mine that I ever made.
Vines.
Go down here. And this is the first ravine that I ever made. Like, the first, obviously I didn't make this, but it's the first one I ever saw. It's actually a pretty big one.
Oh, yeah.
Go over here.
Pretty wide for a ravine, too.
Mm-hmm. You look over, like, there's actually, like, another ravine inside it.
Wait, where is it? Oh, okay.
Like right here. I didn't even notice this until
Another
recently.
ravine-ception.
Go over here. And, like, I was like, this mine, like, I thought this, back in the day, I thought this was a deep mine.
When in reality, it's actually just kind of shallow but complex.
It doesn't even go that deep. I mean...
I guess the bottom of the ravine is pretty deep.
I get the I get the feeling that, like, I had to explore a lot of back in the day. I had to explore a lot of areas without torches.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, you know, it's like you can just about see in the dark, can you?
Yeah, and then if you needed more light, you just turn up the brightness, of course.
Yeah. And this was the first version. Like, Beta 1.8 was the first version with the brightness option.
So then you could really get to, instead of just turning up your entire monitor's brightness.
Yeah. Classic. There's also a second world that I want to show you.
I don't think I have time for it, though, because it's like... Crap, it's one. Dang.
Well, maybe. It's not that big. It's just... I really want to do this, though.
Alright, so... Just
Like,
do it as quickly as possible.
Like, this is
also,
all
a creeper
there is to
exploded here. Notice that, or I think it's a creeper who exploded.
Okay, I'm gonna swap the world, like, right now. I need to find the world. 1.2.5 blocks. Like, what was it? Like this? Yes. What was it? What was it? What was it? Kargaroc's World / instance folder. Thank God I don't have to convert these. I'm gonna paste this in, and this is quite the hang on, I have to like. I really have to like get the coordinates. Like, okay, -80 -78. Make sure you remember that so that you can tell me.
Minus AB. Alright.
Server's starting up again.
Alright.
1.10. No, wait.
There we go.
Snapshot. Come on. Here we go.
Okay. Window placement. Okay.
Okay, what are the coordinates?
Coordinates, I think you said -80 -78.
-80, 128, -78. Here we go. Now just teleport to me.
Alright.
Oh, I just died.
Hold on.
Okay.
Player Kargaroc? Forgot the command. What is it?
Just hang on.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Here we
You?
go. This is like a little house that I made.
Oh, stylistic choice. Except for the dirt on the roof.
I don't know why I put that. Oh, it might have been to place the chests.
'Cause I need a block or something that isn't, like,
Mine
above
number 1.
stuff.
Now, I've never explored this mine. I've always wanted to. But I kept it because I wanted to do it like this.
Freaking hate flying and using ladders.
So here... Oh! When I saw this, this is when I knew I had to save it for the live stream.
Yeah.
Because this is also 2011 stuff.
Sea of lava that has since been covered over with obsidian.
Mm-hmm. I think, like, right here. I don't know why I put it here. Oh, I remember this. This is like a cave that I explored. And I put a door on it so that the monsters wouldn't come in.
Yeah.
I didn't explore very far.
Yeah, 'cause this freaking dirt down there.
Oh my god, this is like going in a time machine.
Seems like this cave has been almost entirely looted, though. Not even seeing a speck of coal.
Oh, there's gold?
Oh, wait, there's gold and some iron. Alright, so this part has signs of not being looted. Alright, where are you?
Like, right here.
Hmm.
I went back the way I came.
Ah. Okay, yeah, I see you.
And there's this area that I found. And it's like... it was either over here or somewhere else. I don't remember where it was. It's, you see, this is a maze right here.
Yeah. Holy crap, freaking everything is connecting to everything. Make
Oh my
right
God, we're
turns
back here.
forever if you're not careful.
Oh my God.
Didn't.
Yeah, this is just like a branch. Oh my God.
Oh, whoa, diagonal.
You see, when I saw this, like I loaded this world recently, cause I know the coordinates, but like there's another area like on this map.
Yeah.
But it's like 20,000 blocks away. Because like the infinite oceans.
Yeah.
Like I had to dig 20. I had to, you know, like I had to just go 20,000 blocks in a boat to try and find a new area. And I finally found one.
Because I know if you turn one wrong direction and the infinite oceans, then you start never getting to land, ever, except for like a tiny little, like,
now I have a
bit.
screenshot. It's not that hard to find. Watch it take forever, even though I have a screenshot.
Ocelots are spawning. Or tame one.
Can you just turn it to day? Because it can turn it to day.
Oh yeah.
Instances.
Like times day.
Saves. No, it would be screenshots.
Oh yes, space between it. There.
Oh, I found that Grusloft thing.
The Grusloft?
Yeah. On the old Fun for Freedom server. Oh my God, I found a picture. I found a screenshot, but there's no coordinates.
It sucks.
Even though
So
I
have a cat now.
I know it's like 20,000 blocks out. Maybe I can like retrace. Yeah, it won't be that hard. Shit.
Taking inventory. I find it funny how you always earn the achievement for taking inventory when you open the creative menu.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess this is one of the exits to the mine or whatever. Also, I gotta say, this bridge is great. This bridge to your house. Like, what is it? 5 wood blocks, and the rest is just, I guess, dirt that must have at one point been a chunk error.
Yeah, I think that was generated. Here we go. Multi-MC. No, wait, that one. Not that one. It was like another version. Gotta find it. Multi-MC. Here we go. 1.2. Hell yeah. Oh my God. Bunch of Fun for Freedom stuff. Oh my god, Fun for Freedom stuff.
Oh my gosh, look at this weird as frick. There's like this glitch.
No coordinates.
This glitch, like, squid or whatever. It was doing the weirdest thing. Now it's not.
You know what? Is there a map? Empty map. Yeah, whatever. Wish I could remember the coordinates, because it's like 20,000 blocks out. Good luck remembering that.
Yeah. It's like 4-digit number.
Looks like we're hoofing it. And you'll know when you take the wrong path because new terrain.
Alright. If it goes past,
Yeah,
like,
okay.
1:30, though, then I'm gonna have to call it quits.
Game mode 3.
Yeah. Game mode 3. Alright, I see you in the distance.
I don't like how this isn't as fat. Like, this isn't faster.
If you scroll the mouse wheel, then it becomes faster.
Okay, good. This is what we need. Okay, I found a chunk error. Okay, so that's wrong. I'm pretty sure this terrain is new, because, like, it was just ocean.
Yeah.
Need to find...
This train is all wrong. Oh man. Freaking plains made out of... Look at that, that's swamp savanna.
Yeah, like, I'm sure it's generating new terrain now.
Yeah, like broken terrain.
Yeah, like, there's a big chunk error right there.
Yeah, I guess that's where it equalizes itself.
Damn it, we're just... Chunk error city. I gotta find my original house again. Here we go. Now, what way? I guess this way. Nope, not that way.
Spot of desert or whatever, but then it cuts off at a chunk error.
I swear, I hate it when I can't stuff. Because it's like... I knew I took a boat. Might be this way.
Right, what happened?
Yeah, like there's... Oh my god, it's fucking lagging. It just sends you back.
I don't even know where you are now.
Like, if I find something, I'll teleport you.
Alright.
Like, you know when it's... you know... I have a screenshot. I have a screenshot. Not even a screenshot. Like a big map that I made years ago. Images is like a bitmap in 2011. .bitmap, yeah. And is the biggest one.
Just open a weird menu for teleporting to players. but it doesn't seem to work.
Yeah, oh my god, what is this even? 11.4? Are you kidding me?
What?
Bitmap. 2000. Trying to find this map that has coordinates. But it's like, oh, 11.4 megabytes. Yeah, right. It was bigger than that. Maybe it was 2014.
Oh my gosh. It's a lot of wolves.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. 2014. 2013. This is the old, yeah. Bitmap. Yeah. You know, if I can't find this in like 5 minutes, I'll just give up.
If you do end up finding it, we can always do this at a later date, though. What is that? It's the freaking weirdest. Like, I'm just, like, flying along the lines of the chunk errors, and holy crap, some of this stuff is crazy.
Well, if you find something, then just teleport me.
Because, like, all the chunk errors are loaded world, and then stuff is being generated from world that is unloaded. So maybe
Yeah?
I'll find the border of something.
Well, it's just ocean for a while, and then...
Because I'm still encountering land. Because all this stuff has been loaded once if, like, you had the... What is it? Like...
Good luck.
Shit. Freaking, field of view open.
Bitmap.
Alright, now there's a bunch of ocean.
DMP.
Look, it's just leading back to not anything. Great.
I had like a map, like a proper like rendered map of this map. And now I can't find it. It's just... Good luck with this.
Alright, now all I'm seeing is
maybe
pure ocean.
Maybe if I search. Maybe if I search is like Kargaroc.
And I found a Guardian Temple, which I doubt you found. So I guess I'm going the wrong way.
Is this deep ocean? Open up the... what's the biome here?
Oh wait, not that.
Oh my god, you're...
Hold on.
Oh
wait. Can I even open? Oh wait, here we go. Let's see. Is it deep ocean?
Yeah, I have an idea. If I go to...
What the heck is the biome?
The old
snapshot.
MC. I think I can do this.
Alright, the biome is just regular ocean. Deep ocean is in the middle.
Though. Then that means it's new.
Yeah. Roofed forest, that's not where you want to be.
Untitled. Archives is like an XZ or something. Not even an XZ. It's like a 7Z. 2012. Saves. That wasn't even the other one.
Deep Ocean.
I swear. Multi-MC.
Jungle.
Multi-MC. .2.5 TC saves. Old saves. Well, I guess the I wonder actually if this old world, like 1.2.5 TC saves. Like, what was it, like New World or some?
I think so.
Kargaroc's World. Yes. MCA. MCR. We got it. We got this.
Yeah.
Because there's another thing on here. Actually, I'm just copy it to Minecraft 1.1. Level.dat MCR. Just nuke that. Rename it. Level.dat. I'm going to log off here because I need to go into it. But don't worry, I'm going to come back on as soon as I find this. Survival. I found it. You're going to love this. You want to know where it is?
What?
Okay. Teleport. Oh, wait, you can log in. Just keep being logged on.
Oh, game. I'm trying to type game mode 1.
Okay.
There.
Teleport to minus 3595. Like, teleport to, like, minus 3,595.
Minus 3,500.
And 71.6, or I guess just 70.
71.6?
Nah, just 70.
70.
And minus 26,071.
1,071. Whatever. How do I TP to the location again? I forgot how to do that. I think it's... What is it?
Hang on, I'll just... no, there's no comments. It's just spaces.
Okay.
I'm coming on right now.
Oh, here we go. Where is this? It's a normal, not weird looking, like swamp biome. Unless I'm in the wrong area.
Hang on.
This.
TP.
Currently standing in a swamp biome.
Minus 26,071.
Did I do that right?
Well,
oh,
I
wait,
just teleported.
I see what I did wrong.
Oh wait, yeah, it worked.
Yeah, okay.
Hang on.
I just had 330 instead of 335. Okay.
TP.
Here we go. So kind of. Huh. What's this? Are you in spectator?
Nah, not anymore.
Okay. What's this house? It's loaded with stuff. The door is broken on some of these.
Where are you?
I am now outside of the building in the front.
I can't see you. I can't see you.
Well, I'm right.
Okay. I can't see you.
That's. Hold on. Okay, I see you now.
You're invisible.
I'm invisible?
You're invisible to me.
How? Oh my. Okay, hold on. Game mode 1. I'm in creative mode. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see. No, I can't see you. Come to me. Come right where I am.
I am now right where you are. Hold on, let me try game mode 3, and you go in game mode 3 as well, I guess.
This might be like a snapshot bug or something. No, not game mode 3, like game mode 1.
Game mode 1? So freaking weird. Like, I see you right there.
Log off and back on.
Alright.
Okay, now I can see you.
Alright. So it was just some kind of weird loading thing.
Yeah, that was weird. That has not happened since, alpha.
It's ridiculous.
Must be like a weird snapshot thing. The best part of this, I guess is like a school or something.
Library. Oh, it's fancy.
Spent a lot of time recreating this.
Some different colored wood there.
Mm-hmm. This is the area I would always remember.
What is it, from a dream?
Nah, this is from a real place.
Oh, wow. It's freaking cool. Just tight rows of bookcases.
This place was never ever used for anything. And this place right here, this tiny little room, was like a bathroom. I built all of this, except I redid this library recently. But the rest of the building completely legitimate.
Dang.
Also, this building, over a decade ago, the building was renovated. And this room that we're in right now doesn't exist anymore.
Wow. So it's almost like a Metroid map. Multiple renovations leading to rooms that don't even exist. Except for as garbage remnants.
What do you mean?
They removed the room, but you still see an empty space on the map, and even still, random garbage data still generates some kind of thing if you go off the map.
That's kind of Like, you mean like glitch diarrhea?
Yeah.
Like on Vine Sauce?
Yeah, like the very shreds of that room. In some way, shape, or form, still kind of exist, but not in any
You mean
way fathomable.
Like Hidden Palace Zone?
Yeah. Point of landfall.
Yeah, it was such a monumentous occasion to find a new area after 20,000 blocks.
Yeah.
This is probably the farthest I've ever gone in on single player. In fact, it is the farthest I've ever gone in single player.
I think I've, in creative, teleported myself to like freaking 3,000. But when I did, it was just like, I probably took a picture or something and posted that on DeviantArt.
I teleported myself to the Farlands before.
I've never reached I've reached the quote-unquote Farlands of, like, 1.6, which was just really far out and not actually Farlands.
I can send you a picture. Like, I did it, like, recently I got a jar, the earliest version of Minecraft InfDev that had the Farlands that we can get. Like, because, well, the thing is that the Farlands were added in, well, it's suspected that they were added in the March 27th, 2010 version of InfDev. Unfortunately, a jar of that version has never surfaced. But a jar of the April 15th, 2010 version has surfaced. And if you look in the change logs, it's the same terrain generation.
Wow. So I guess it's not so bad that one of the jars, the most, like, earliest jar, never surfaced since the terrain's still generating the same.
Yeah, I guess. Though it's still a shame, but you know.
Yeah, that the original.
Yeah. But the anyway, you go to the Farlands in that version, and I did, and I took pictures, and it looks a little bit different from the Farlands that you may be familiar with.
Yeah.
Like, it's a little bit more smoothed.
Yeah, rather than the chaotic amalgamation of multiple different origin forests and
it's still
infinitely
chaotic.
falling gravel.
Oh yeah, in this earlier version, like, the gravel didn't even fall.
Wow.
Like, you place the gravel and it would be like Minecraft Classic, where you place it and it just instantly falls to the ground. Like you'd place it on a wall and it just appears.
It teleports to the ground.
Yeah.
And it's just like full of stuff.
Cooked chicken, I remember that. Back when that was like an important food source. Just classrooms.
It's like chunk errors over here for me.
Yeah, there's me for me too. Wait, you can see that area over there. From, like, what's in this area, like, right here?
You're looking at a doorway. Now you're in a window.
Can't. Wait, am I outside right now?
Yeah, you're outside. You're under an awning, though.
That must be hilarious on stream.
Yeah. You're just, like, walking into a window. Where am I?
Yeah, like, that's just one big chunk error.
Yeah, like, this room right here. This is just a big chunk error for me. I'm just standing on thin air and there's, like, invisible blocks. It's not so bad, though, because it's just the rooms.
Too bad they don't make too bad they don't make Optifine for this version.
Yeah.
You really should have done this on 1.10, but, you know, time. Speaking of time. You know, oh, one more thing. What about your, like, art? What about your like
Oh,
drawings and whatnot?
I actually haven't done anything since like what was it? Freaking it's like Tuesday, I think, or was it
Yeah.
Monday? But I haven't worked on it since.
Also, I have like these images, like imgur.com. I uploaded them to I'll just get off.
All right.
And I'll shut down the server.
All right. Also, since I was like pretty much it's the end of the stream.
Yeah.
Someone named Deadpool came on, but I didn't even notice, and they're gone now.